All right, Farm Rangers here again, and yeah, that's a little weird, but okay. Um, Verified that microphone is working this time, so that's good. We're here mowing the big new combine grass field. Um, I did run one time around without the rake on, and this round I'm actually running with the rake to take things around in the corners and whatnot, try to pick up more of it. Still not getting everything done in that really sharp corner, but I don't really expect that to be possible. Uh, Maybe if I run a really wide rake, I could potentially do that. I could actually run a rake that is over twice as wide, and I could run it on its own schedule instead of where the mower is going. But I don't think that's really necessary. Um, a little bit left on the short corner, and it's purely because the trailer, the pickup, here is sitting far enough back that I take the turn on the inside. There's just not a whole lot I can do about that. Um, Tractors that are, articulated instead of front wheel steering does better in this regard. You can see right there, I missed a little bit of the rake, so that might have helped with a bigger rake, but I'm just not worried about it. So this worked pretty good. Um, I picked up this field right here. I hadn't planted, I harvested it, had sunflowers on it, so I harvested that. I hadn't planted it yet, and we're about to, I think the next month, harvest the corn. So as soon as the corn harvest start, I will actually start to plant whatever I'm going to plant next season on field 26. So I'm not going to combine these two quite yet. I will probably, but not quite yet. If not, I have these nasty corners down here. Uh, but we're gonna wait a little bit for that. See how things are going first. So that's the status right now. We fed with that first lap. I did feed this number one. It was almost out. Two is fully filled up. Three is fully filled out. Four is almost filled up. So after this field being done harvested, we're probably going to fill more than a wagon. So we got to figure out somewhere to store it. So we got to build a hay silo somewhere. But this should make it possible to not have to run out between harvests, which is, always a good thing not to run out of food for the poor sheep. See, as I said, this thing has such poor turning radius. Look at this right here. And it's turning early, and it still can't do it. Now, good thing is, I should pick that up on the next lap, so it's not a big deal. But so it looks like I might need to make a new schedule for the mower and turn down the width a little bit compared to the auto width on it. But a little bit, no big deal. Just an inattentive driver. In there. So pay attention, I can get around here without running into the mower. Give the mower the right of way. We'll pause that right there. Now I could run a little bit bigger mower by getting rid of that thing and buy a tractor mower. So that one is like 10 meters, I think. Let's see. 9.2. And we could go in here and pick up something like these two, and it'd be 12.3. That might work if I run the rake, because with the front mounted and rear mounted, things get a little squirrely when you do turns. But with running the rake anyways, that might work very well. But I mean, it would mean require another tractor, and it takes some power to run these two, I believe. Now, because this one is trailed, it sits even further back, 250 plus 95, so 350. So we need a 350 horse tractor. And I'd like one of the mediums because they're shorter. But I don't think any of those are 350. It's close. Mm, 6 years extra large, 301. And we probably really want more than 350, to be honest. Yeah, so we'd have to go into the large ones. Now I could do something like this. This is shorter than the one I have, so would this one be. This one would benefit going up to 445, so you get a little bit more power out of it. Or you go something funny. I don't think you want to mow with that. So this is the one we have. We could also buy another one of those, then we have more flexibility. But I think I'd rather want the shorter one, or get something. Well, I can't mow with that one. That one is bigger. JCBs are barely big enough. You don't want to be barely. Yeah, the Fendt 900 would probably be my choice. Maybe the Claas, just for some variety. Then I'll be less likely to pick the wrong tractor to do the wrong thing with. And that would be big enough to run the planter with either one of them. I think this is just backing up. Is just for the first lap here on the downstroke, so to speak. So see, I am going to run out of space in this wagon, so yeah, I'm going to have to get storage somewhere. Probably put it down by the sheep barn. I said I really kind of want to move that sheep barn, but then this grass field is in the wrong spot. That's okay. We could take this big lot here, put more sheep barns here, and make this a grass field, and then convert this to plant whatever you want on it. That'd work. They could probably get 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 sheep barns down here. All right, so before I forget, while the wagon is picking up, let's create a new field, new pass here. Can't speak. Change mode, delete this one. Go back in here, create a tab. And what we'll do is that we'll move this down to like 9.4, probably enough. That'll probably make it one more back and forth. Still ends right there, it's perfectly fine. There, then we'll move this puppy out of the way. And we shall grab this fun little thing. Man, this tractor's been with us since the beginning, but you know, it's not used that much anymore. So we'll start that path down here as well. All right, fertilize. So which fields did we have here? 40 to 43. So anytime 40 to 43, change. 41, 42. Create new job. We'll do one lap around. Perfect. Save. Fertilize. Save. Activate. F40. Now, I'm going to start that while that is running. Why not? We'll just have to watch it so it doesn't run over anything. Let that turn around. Man, that's quite the combination there with the rake and the wagon. Probably a good thing to have a 500 horse tractor. Why did it stop? Is it full? No. It stopped because I was driving. That was just dumb. I don't know if it's going to take the right route there. Let's see. All right. I don't know why they both stop. Usually one stops. Yeah, they really don't like that sharp turn. Can't say I blame them. So yes, the mod I really wanted, you actually mow and load into a wagon at the same time. It only does 6 meters at a time versus 9, but it's nice because it's loaded right there, and then you just drive a tractor with the wagon to pick it up, and it just works much better, to be honest. You really don't like the spreader being anywhere close to it, does it? Don't know why it needs to back up here. No, it's doing a job, that's what matters. As I said, we could put the bigger rake on it. I think that rake can go up to 18 meters or 20 meters and give it its own, like say, -2 meter size width on it when we make the path and just run our own, not worry about where the mower went. For sure, so this time you're not going to stop. I see, the time you actually are on a collision course, you're not going to stop. You dumbass. You're just going to manually cheat. And done. All right, park this down here. Make sure we turn off damage on that. We did. Oh, I'm almost full. We will fill it up completely. We're pointing out. Now we can take off the rake because we don't need that for going back and forth. We'll leave that down here while we go offload it. All right, we're not going to be able to fill up the rest of it, so we just stop that here. So the good thing is we can use this order truck to get grass to the sheep, so we can take take the trailer off the truck and just use the dumpster on the truck to get food out to the sheep. That way, if the tractor is in the middle of planting, we don't have to stop planting to do it. But we are probably, when we get more sheep barns, we probably are to the point we need to consider buying a second tractor, I think. But not quite yet. So I think this is the guy that needed more grass. Throw that out first. Right, now where are we going to put the silo? We can't build any more right here, so I suppose anywhere here. Construction. Silos. This is my favorite hay silo. So we're going to put that so that with the rake on, I can still get to that to drop it off. So if we put that right here, it doesn't obstruct anything, and we can get to it with the rake on. Now I know I don't need to dump all of this to fit the rest of it, so it's kind of dumb, but we'll do it anyways. All right. Pick up the rest of this, and then we should just about be ready to start the harvest. So yes, I wonder, should I buy a big articulated tractor to do the planting with, and then sell this thing and buy a smaller one to mow with? That way we have an extra tractor, and we could mow wider. Any choices? Then again, I kind of like that front little windrower thing. It works pretty well. But having an extra tractor would be good as well. More flexibility for when we're not mowing. So many choices. I also wonder if I should mow 4 laps instead of 3 laps around here so I can turn easier. Or as I get a tractor with better turn radius. Obviously, big 500 horse tractor is made for big open fields, Midwest, Southern Canada. I also could actually rake the grass before I drive the tractor. Rake them into bigger strings that are wider. I can also take the windrower and actually not put it in windrows, I think. You want to get really fancy. Unfortunately, software don't allow you to switch it. It can drop off on the side, so you could drop it off on the side and then run a rake to take two of them together all the time. But it's one of those things that is doable when you're doing it in person, but trying to automate it is rather difficult. I think going wider would work here. This one doesn't. Does this have front loaders? All right, it does have a 3-point on the front. Maybe what I need to do is take a test and see the turning radius. See how 900 does compared to 1,000. Yeah, we are going to see, so things are working fairly well. Now, of course, what you can do with this big 1,000 is running big loader wagons for when you're grain harvesting, since it is fast enough to make it back and forth to the field and whatnot. And I've seen this both big John Deere's and big Fendt and whatnot in Norway at least go with flatbed trailers and whatnot, carrying big backhoes and construction equipment in general between construction sites. So many choices. All right, so that's done. Let's get this back up to the barn. As you see, this thing's doing 39 miles per hour, so you can get a speeding ticket in a residential area. Also, what we got to keep in mind is that we are about to harvest corn. So next time, I have to plow everything. Oh, Judy, forgot about that part. No, we don't need to stop it. All right, let's get the planter hooked up. And let's see, what are you going to plant? We got corn this time, so let's do sunflowers. All right, go here. Run this. I think the corn should be ready with this. Let's double check. Corn is ready. All right. Let the corn harvest begin. Here you go. Then we're going to take this and plant that one new field. Which is kind of out of sequence from the way I normally do things, but no reason to let the tractor sit idle. Other stuff to do. Although we could have fed the sheep first. But none of them should be in danger of going hungry anytime soon. I said, I really wish I could leave more grass or what a good belt system if I could figure out a way to automatically feed them. That'd be awesome. All right, see how many times you got to hit the trees on this lap. Get these small narrow fields. They never work right. Let's see, can't even do 3 laps, but all right, we'll deal with it. So let's field 26. Save course, save. Field 36, 13 meters. 13 plus, but close enough. All right. It'll serve at least the first turn. Yeah, look at this. What? What are you doing here? So I'll be interested to see if this is even going to work. All right, so it's taking a nice wide turn here, so that's going to work. Now that we need to get our truck ready, because this is going to be many, many empties. I like this truck. I should see if I can find a bigger trailer for this truck. Try not to get stuck. Boing. Now, where is the combine going to be full? That's the question. Well, we're not going to be able to stop in between the trees. So we're just going to let that go. So it's half empty, so it should fill up somewhere on that side. So there's a bit of a hill in this field, just a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on it, because that birch tree right there is awfully close to the edge of the field. No, maybe it's taking it soon enough. I think it's going to work. Just barely. That would not have worked out right with 18 meter. So it plants at 9 miles per hour. It's maintaining 5. So here's my question. Is it limiting because of weight? Or is it traction not due to not having duals on it? So unfortunately, there's only an option for duals both front and rear, and I would have preferred to have this duals on the back. One guy I've seen, I think up in Canada, Saskatchewan, he runs triples on the back when he uses this for heavy duty tillage stuff. But he runs the outside with really low tire pressure just for when he hits those wet spots or soft spots. All right, so that seems to be running well, so we'll leave that guy alone. Now let's see if we're able to unload this while he's driving on the side. This could be hairy, but we shall try. Because if we can get it enough to get around to where it already has harvested, it doesn't have to stop to offload. I don't know if this is doable. Let's see how much is in it. Oh, we might not get there in time. But we shall try. Nope, it's stopping. All right, so at this point, we're just going to let it do its stuff. It's going to cut in, make a pass for a spot for me to stop at. That's what I was trying to avoid, but with corn, it's so much crop that it just, not much you can do about it. Could have manually gone over and stopped it so it didn't do this cut in. But it's kind of cool that it does this, because I mean, this is what you do, like if you're opening a field and you run close to being full in the middle of the field, you cut an opening so that you don't have to drive in the crop. Now we have to load in the front, if not he can't get back out. And there's our tractor. He's almost done. Figure out a way to combine, don't stop for nothing. So this should mean it should get to the other corner. So we'll head that way. I'll hide it here. Might not make it all the way over there. We'll see. Take a look at our factory operations while we wait. None of this is running. If we can activate this, we know we'll be emptying that soon. Ooh, production is going good. Okay, we might have to size up this thing because we're starting to get a backlog, but not too bad yet. And I never actually combined corn before. I don't know if it sticks this high up. I know corn grows tall, but man, it'd be really hard to drag a combine if it's can't see at all. Maybe it is. Okay, there's 50% full, so we can make it. All right, I'm going to stop the recording right here. I'm just going to harvest the rest of these fields, and we'll be back for some more shenanigans later. Farmer Anders, out.